Yes, the multi-trillion-dollar auto industry. Continuing to go electric, you have Tesla, NIO, GM, Ford. I can go down the list. Many states pushing for electric-only vehicles by 2025, and I'm sure you understand the industry. But who is working behind the scenes for the charging stations? Hypercharge is a leading provider of EV charging solutions that offers turnkey technology to multi-unit residential and commercial buildings, fleet operations, and other rapidly growing sectors. Now, of course, today's video is a sponsored video. Just to disclose, right now I don't own any of this stock. I legally can't own any of the stock. That way I can't buy up, promote it, and then dump on you guys. But I am going to give my honest opinion. So just full disclosure, this is a paid sponsorship. But without further ado, you guys let me know your thoughts on Hypercharge in the comments down below. Let's get into it. Driven by its mission to accelerate EV adoption and enable the shift towards a carbon neutral economy, focusing on Canada and the United States, Hypercharge is committed to providing seamless, simple charging solutions by offering industry-leading equipment and a robust network of public and private charging stations. So what is it they actually do? They work with you to understand charging needs, and by you, I mean businesses, residential EV charging, so on and so forth. To basically understand your charging needs at your site. Then they develop site plans, manage permitting, collaborate with local regulators and officials, and design an EV charging layout that allows drivers to easily access while charging. In other words, this company basically says, hey listen, tell us what you need, exactly what you need, and we are going to customize charging stations perfectly fit for you. Now this is on their website, and this is a live showing of their performance. Energy dispensed, you can see all of these numbers constantly moving, time charging constantly moving, Hypercharge app users constantly moving, and I actually found this very interesting. That's not all they do that I found pretty cool, but beyond charging, they're not just an EV charging company. They're a solutions provider addressing climate issues at large, leveraging the capabilities of Evion, our integrated charging platform, where they seamlessly connect EV charging with any third-party app, platform, or system. So I found this pretty awesome. This is a cloud-based platform designed to simplify the charging experience for your customers by enabling them to activate and monitor their charging sessions with your brand's existing interface. So not only do they give you these customizable charging stations, but you get your own software to go with it and basically control it. Now all of this means nothing without sales, right? And make sure to keep watching until we get into the charts. Let's take a look at the sales. With a growing number of EVs on the road, Hypercharge is in a position to benefit. The company has successfully reached certain milestones with respect to having sales orders for 2,200 EV charging stations, which include over 1,050 EV charging stations delivered as of June 30th, 2023. So they have orders for 2,200, but 1,050 of them were already delivered, which would technically mean that their inventory isn't keeping up with demand. Revenues are increasing. Hypercharge's revenue was $752,673, which is an increase of 1,373% compared to $51,000 in the 3 months ended March 31st, 2022. For the 7 months ended March 31st, 2023, the company achieved revenue of $1.98 million, making a significant growth rate of 311% compared to the year ended August 31st, 2022. And for the comparable 7-month period, the company achieved a year-over-year revenue growth of 2,069%. Now, this is from the company themselves. A few additional reasons this company should be on your radar beyond that is, number one, the company has key priorities including increasing revenue per charging station, expanding its foothold in Canada, and working with channel partners under its, in quotes, preferred partner program for a United States expansion. Plus, they basically go on to state that, listen, EV is already here, it's growing rapid, and this is the new thing to invest in. Yeah, sure, they may need to tweak their business model a bit, but who else is doing something similar to this? You guys let me know in the comments down below. Plus, there are sales orders for the United States as well, including Mass, New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, and Texas. And the CEO of the company has over 25 years of experience building and scaling technology businesses across several industries, which is also a great thing to hear. But let's take a look at the charts. Now, real quick, before we get into the charts, this is their website. In case you guys want to look at it, I will leave it linked in the comments down below. Pretty professional. Charging stations, fast charging, their software, their services, all displayed right in front of you, and you can learn more about out what you basically need from this company, checking what the company has done so far, in fact getting a live view of it. Basically their site gives you everything that you need to know before you end up partnering with this company. Now this is a over-the-counter play as of right now, very small float, trading very little volume, and it is a penny stock. The float is only 60 million shares. They only have a $25 million market cap, and the average daily volume sits around 85K. The stock is currently trading at 36 cents. Previously filled this gap fill way back here from March 23rd, 2023. Following that, it had a massive squeeze up 1500%. If you guys did play this stock and make money off of it, let me know in the comments down below. But where is it going to go from here? You can see that it has been falling, not gaining a lot of traction. There was a lot of buy volume back here in August of 2023. Very little volume for the rest of the time period. Finally, just filled that gap. The very bottom of this stock is 28 cents. The next levels I see this stock potentially going to, if it does turn bullish on the chart, is 40 cents, which would be an 11.6% gain, 55 cents, which would be a 50% gain, and then 70 cents, which would be over a 90% gain. So keep these levels on your radar. If you need to screenshot it, make sure to do that. But you can see that it is in this descending parallel channel. Majority of the time a bullish thing to see, depending on what the catalyst ends up being that causes a breakout, or if the company does start to gain more and more traction, which is very possible in the near future. My best bet for this company, not financial advice, I'm not a financial advisor, is I would wait for a touch on 28 cents or 40 cents to see if it goes one way or the other. If it bounces off 28 and then clean breaks over 40, then maybe I jump in with a small amount of capital, let it ride out for the long term, and see what the company ends up doing. Now, another thing I wanted to point out is the short interest decrease over time. So this is the short interest over time on the stock, and you can see a falling channel right here, slowly picked back up right here, but very little amounts of short interest still. But you can see after that major peak, short sellers realized, oh man, you know, after this $2 run up, the stock might be pricing in at like an even value of around 60 cents to 80 cents or so, and we're gonna exit our positions, and that's what you saw. But the stock is still trending down, so be very careful with this. Overall, guys, take this with what you will. Let me know in the comments down below if you like the company, if you are getting in the company for the long term or the short term, or if you are not touching it with a 10-foot pole. Thank you, Sideways Frequency, for sponsoring today's video. I love you all. Lottery Stocks out.